Hey everybody, my name is Captain Ryan Corl. I guess I'll start by going through some of the standard questions that were presented. First one, is there any major role model who had an impact on my life? Not really, but as I work through my clinical psychology program, I can't help but note the impact that my family had on me. Um, they raised me with the idea that uh, it's not about me. Um, Selfishness does not really bring joy. As a result, things got kind of flipped, and as a result, I know the next question is, all right, what about your values? So my values, they stem from the idea that you have to help others. Like that is the meaningful part of being here. Um, at the same time, I also know that uh, my personality aligns with the INTJ. I am an introvert, and happily so. At the same time, I try to figure out how people feel. How do they experience the world? I, I mean, there's an intricate part of how we can help others, and knowing how the other person sees the world to integrate how to actually work with them. Um, and so this leads to a kind of predictable leadership style, the servant leader. Um, as I work with my airmen, I notice one of the things that I really do is I spend a lot of time trying to get to know them, whether that's in a group or individually. And I work with them to figure out what really drives them as an individual and how can we help bring that into the unit. I'm in force support, and one of the biggest issues that we end up dealing with in terms of kind of morale and all that is that in force support it can be challenging to see what the impact is. Um, when you look at flyers, at medical, at mechanics, some it can be easy to find something tangible to say, "Hey, we uniquely were able to do this." In force sport, that can be a little challenging at times, um, and so I'm actively working to try to figure out how do we do that? How do we bring that better into the unit? Um, and there's plenty of things, including recognition, both from our level, from higher up that I'm looking at. But there's also the part of how can I look at my members, see what it is that they like individually, that drives them individually. How do we bring that interest and that sense of purpose into the unit? And I think that's one of the beautiful things about the National Guard is that we have that flexibility in that outside piece of them that helps contribute to Air National Guard members. Um, and so that's kind of how I integrate my values and my leadership philosophy. I look forward to working with you all in the upcoming class.